Well, tonight, Florida is facing lawsuits and criminal investigations after the state copied Texas and moved migrants out east.
Last week, the state of Florida recruited migrants in San Antonio, then chartered 2 flights to send them to Martha's Vineyard.
Our Capitol correspondent Monica Madden joins us now. Monica, you obtained the consent forms for both states.
Yeah, that's right. And there's a few key differences between the forms Texas is giving migrants versus Florida. Texas's forms clearly outline that the state is coordinating this transportation and says the exact cities where they could be going. Florida's does not have any of those things.
And I believe that they were preyed upon.
Sheriff Javier Salazar says these 48 migrants were lured under false pretenses before boarding a flight from San Antonio.
They were promised work, they were promised the solution to several of their problems. They were unceremoniously stranded in Martha's Vineyard.
Bexar County now exploring suspects and possible charges over how the state of Florida flew migrants to Martha's Vineyard. The criminal investigation comes as Florida is slapped with lawsuits.
We filed a federal class action lawsuit challenging the Florida governor's fraudulent and discriminatory schemes, and they were approached by someone who presented themselves as a benefactor, as a kindly person, as someone who wanted to help them. But that wasn't true.
The state of Florida, it was volunteer, offered transport. If you believe in open borders, then it's the sanctuary jurisdictions that should have to bear the brunt of the open borders.
Unlike the consent form Texas has been giving to migrants before boarding buses out east, Florida's do not specify a location. It also doesn't name Florida anywhere.
Transportation by the state of Florida seems to be particularly egregious because of the coercion involved. That level of misinformation and really deceptive information being provided, it seems pretty clear that the decision to get on the plane was not voluntary.
Questions aside, Abbott's busing remains popular. A recent Texas Politics Project poll shows 52% of registered Texas voters support the initiative. And as New York City struggles to find housing for migrants sent by bus from Texas, New York City Mayor Eric Adams is now exploring the legality of possibly housing these migrants on cruise ships as a short-term fix. Daniel, Britt, back to you.
Wow, fascinating, Monica. Thank you. The American Civil Liberties Union announced late this afternoon that they filed for more information with the state of Texas. Specifically, they're asking for any documents or agreements about how the busing plan was initially designed and is being carried out.
Texas Republican Senator John Cornyn brought up the subject of transporting migrants on the Senate floor today. He called out the Biden administration, saying it needs to do more to help, and he targeted Democratic governors and cities that have proclaimed themselves as sanctuary cities.
Transporting migrants to cities far from the southern border is nothing new. In fact, the Biden administration has been doing it all along.
Now, that is true, but there is a distinction. According to the advocacy group Witness at the Border, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, flew more than 4,800 domestic flights in the last year and more than 430 last month alone. ICE also buses migrants, similar to past presidential administrations. However, many of the migrants are transported between detention facilities, often leading to their removal from the country. They aren't just dropped off at bus stations, as critics have called out Texas for doing. By the way, the top 5 destinations from March to August were Alexandria, Louisiana, Laredo, Phoenix, Harlingen, and El Paso. The Department of Health and Human Services also transports unaccompanied children to sponsors or child-only detention facilities.
Communities where Texas sent migrants are taking steps to accommodate them. In Illinois, a school district in the suburb of LaGrange welcomed a number of migrant children who recently arrived after being bused in from Texas. A Chicago business owner has been working to meet up with them, bringing donations for the children who are now enrolled in classes.
So to get the kids in school immediately and start helping the parents with jobs and processing them into apartments and basically having them be part of our lifestyle here is amazing.
Chicago officials estimate Texas has sent about 800 migrants to their area in the last month.